Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel, and today in this video we are going to add the estimate entity to our application. In the last couple of videos we had covered the functionality of delivery. So we have projects, and inside projects, when I go into this little icon over here, I'm able to add deliveries for one particular project. I can also edit that. This is something which we created. Now, a delivery will have multiple estimates, and those estimates are something which will get their time from the time entries. So I'll quickly show you the ticket that has the details. If you go into my issue list, click on this issue 17. Even if it is closed, I think you can go to this URL, and this is the overall thought process behind what I'm doing. We have deliveries. A delivery can have multiple estimates, and an estimate can have, it basically belongs to an issue. So one issue belongs to an estimate, and an estimate can be linked to multiple issues, and that's how we are. And if you see, this estimate is linked to this and even this, right? So this is how we are going to handle this. So let's start creating the estimate entity. So in my Laravel idea plugin, I will use their model creator to create the estimate model. This is table name. I made certain changes, so I'm just verifying that everything is getting created properly. I need the request, the policy, the timestamp. So what are the different table columns that we want? All right, so I have this in place. Now I will go ahead and create the files. Let's quickly go over what we have. This is my model. I will need to add a couple of tests for the relationship, which we will do in a bit. I have my policy. What I will do is, for now, I will add everything as policy returns true if the user is logged in. All right, so I have done that. Then, and I can close it out. The next thing is the request. In here, when creating or editing, I don't want to have these particular fields in place. I will add them through events. What I would rather have is the project ID, delivery ID, title, and description. I'll add one more rule like this. And now we can close that. The factory is fine, just that over here I'll have a random number between 0 to 100, which is the percentage of completion. I don't want any other random number. For the project ID and delivery ID, we will use the factories. And with this, we can close this out. The model is fine. Over here, I will change the migration a little bit. First thing, these are going to be foreign IDs. Next thing, I will have a default value for my is complete, and I will make it indexed. And also all these three fields, I will have their default value set to 0 so that the creation becomes a little easier. Alright, with this in place, all the files for our model is ready and we can now start to write our first test. So like our previous model tests, we will have a file called model estimate test. So my first test will be to assert that an estimate belongs to a project. So I have an estimate through the factory for project and I did a create. And the next thing is I can now expect estimate project is an instance of the project class, which basically means, first of all, I'll go to my estimate model and add the relationship. So an estimate belongs to a project. Like so. And I'll also do the other way around. In here, I will define that project has many estimates. Like so. Okay. And with this, if I now run my test, I have a green, which means I'm able to assert this relationship. So very similar to this, I will have one more test, which is the last test for this particular model, which is that it belongs to a delivery. So this is going to be pretty similar. I have an estimate for a delivery, and then I expect that the estimate delivery attribute is an instance of the delivery class. Now obviously this is going to fail. Let's open up the delivery model. I'll have the relation that the delivery has estimates, which is has many estimates. Okay. Missing functions return type declaration. Did I do something wrong in here? I don't know. Okay, it just says it is unused now, which is fine. Okay, so I have the delivery relationship. I need to put the belongs to in my estimate model. So I'll just say delivery. This belongs to delivery. So with this in place, now even this test should pass. And if I go to my test suite, I have 125 tests passing. And basically this means now we are ready with our delivery model to make the create form, which we are obviously going to cover in the next video. So yeah, this is what I wanted to cover in this video, which is adding the estimate entity to our application. I wanted to keep this simple so that you know, again, this is part of the practice where I am doing these things again and again, how to introduce a new entity and how you can use the tests to confirm the basic relationships between the models and take it from there. So that's about it, guys. That's what I wanted to cover in this video. If you like this video, then do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.